Hi everyone, my name's Abigail Kolscher, and I'm just going to answer the question, if happiness is living in accord with human nature, can humans be happy even when going through a life event that causes suffering? So after listening to Shawn Achor's TED Talk, I do think that you can be happy even though you're going through a stressful life event. So he talks about positive psychology, and that basically says, like, if we study what is average, then we will stay average. So he talks about, like, how the way you perceive that stressful event is how how the event will affect you. So just because it's a negative event doesn't mean that it needs to negatively impact your life. So he uses the example of when he went to Harvard or when he graduated from Harvard and went back. He said that, like, the first 2 weeks the students were really excited and grateful to be there, but then once the workload started to get heavy, instead of being grateful to be there, they were overwhelmed by the workload. They were miserable, they were tired all the time, and he just said they were just complaining the whole time. So he talks about how even though your workload can be pretty heavy, if you start to view stress as a challenge rather than as a negative thing, then you can benefit from it. So the best way to put that, like, into perspective in my point of view is thinking that only 10% of the external environment affects your happiness long term. So that means, like, 90% of your long-term happiness is predicted by your internal world and, like, how your brain processes. So that means, like, if you view happiness on the other side of success, you're never going to be happy and you're never going to be fulfilled, because you're going to keep wanting to be better than how you were the last time, which isn't always a bad thing. But if you're getting, like, A's in class, if you're getting 90s and you're not and you aren't happy with that and you want to get a 92, so you work like crazy hard, you don't hang out with your friends, like, you put your whole everything into school, you're not going to be happy, because you need to have, like, that balance. And it says that happiness should be on the same side as success, where you should be happy with what you're getting, you should be happy with the challenge, you should be grateful that you even get the opportunity, like, to study, to do all these things that you're doing. And it says, like, by viewing happiness like this, you have a better chance of getting a job, keeping a job. You're more resilient, you have less burnout and turnover, and you, in the business world, have greater sales. So a quote that I took from that would be, the lens through which your brain views the world shapes your reality. So I believe that if you're going through a stressful situation, you can still be happy if you view it as a challenge instead of a stressful event.